Next, we have Minnesota. Maybe you'll feel more comfortable about this one. Their line is set at 6.5. Tanner Morgan is back at quarterback. Mo Ibrahim, really good running back, maybe the best in the Big Ten last year. Morgan took a step back from 2019. Still a good, talented quarterback. We'll see if he can return to his 2019 form. It does feel like a pretty big year for PJ Fleck. Does he settle into above average Big Ten West coach area, or will he resume what he looked like, the trajectory he looked like he was on a year ago, where we thought he was potentially a top 10 coach in the country?
I think you will. I'm really big on Minnesota this year, and part of it is having the returning quarterback. You mentioned Tanner Morgan, having him coming back. The known quantity there, I think, is a big deal. I think that's going to be. So they have a ton of experience, and you just look through their starting lineup on offense. They have to start. They're starting 11 on offense. 10 are either seniors or redshirt seniors. So just an unbelievable amount of experience. They've had time with the coaching staff now. They've been with the coaching staff for a number of years now with these kids. I think it really clicks in again for them, for Minnesota. Minnesota's, I think, the team kind of like Penn State. Last year was a bit of a fluke, I felt. They struggled last year. There were some people that were really high on them, thought that they would be kind of build off of what they did in 2019. They did not. That did not happen for them last year. I think they get back to it this year. I'm a PJ Fleck guy. Let's row the boat. Like I'm for it. I'm here for it. This is one, if you're going to bet, confident in this, very confident. I don't see any way they don't get to 7 wins. I don't see any way they don't. I feel there's a lot of wins there for them. They have a ton of winnable games. Really, the only game, there's two that you really don't feel that they will win, and that's Iowa and Ohio State. I don't feel that they'll win those games. But I think all the rest of those games are coin flip games, and they have some cupcakes in there that'll be easy wins. The rest of the Big Ten, their Big Ten games, I think they could win.
Yeah, to me, this line really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially when you look at their schedule. You mentioned Ohio State. To me, that's the only one I really feel like they won't win. Then you have Miami, Ohio. You have Colorado, who I think they had a good record last year. I don't think they were as good as their record. Bowling Green, Purdue, Nebraska, Maryland, Northwestern, Illinois. I feel really good about them beating Illinois. Iowa, Indiana, and Wisconsin. It's a tough closing stretch there. But by that point, I think they'll already have their 7 wins, personally.
No, I do too. The schedule is very favorable for them this year. I think they do play the 3 best teams or what I think will be in the Big Ten, which is Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Iowa. I think those will probably be the 3 actual best teams in the Big Ten. They do have to play those. They'll probably lose those games. But yeah, you mentioned the rest of them. Where do you find the losses? I'm not seeing where you're going to say that they're going to lose these games. I think they'll roll through a chunk of them. No chance they lose to Illinois. Illinois is going to be terrible this year.
Right.